Well, I'm going to play the unbeliever and put myself in the devil's shoes. How do you know God? How did you hear about God? The truth is that you rely on texts to talk about God, but God is not only textual and contextual. Your truths come to you from your books, but a book is not atomic or sufficient proof, however real and convincing its word may be. It's true that the Bible is a morally good book and therefore it pushes us to believe in the good things we find in there. Except that the Bible is not the only moralistic book, many fables and tales have stories with a good ending, because it's what happens in the end that counts. So the usable is what we know, we live we die, and as for what comes next, we find it in the Bible, in the Holy Scriptures. Except that as I told you, the Scriptures are not formal proof, but textual and contextual proof. You base your argument that God exists on texts, but God is not just ink paper. The evidence you have of God's existence is based on paper, it is a documented evidence. But for me, the document is not enough, I need much more than to recognize God in a simple document. That the story is beautiful is seductive, it is fascinating and sometimes convincing. That the story is ugly is compelling, it is intriguing and it is sometimes annoying. The horrors of the Quran make us fear the writer who promises us hell. It is therefore a good manipulative tool for those who want to believe in it, and compelling for those who refuse to believe in it. Except that these are only texts and not laws of a government. I know that some Muslim countries apply the Sharia of Islam, just as the Christian Church once played a central role in governance. Except that this is no longer the case, the state has separated from the Church and has established its own laws to govern. Who says that the law of the Church or the law of the mosque is better than the laws of the government? These are human laws written by men and intended for men. The value of the paper text only contributes if it is applied. Laws are saved in paper or electronic archives, but only have an outcome if they are produced and applied. Thus, the Jews until now have preserved and applied the law of Moses from the Torah. Memories are kept on scraps of paper for those who did not contain the time of God's revelation to men. Thus, writing serves as a narration, a safeguard of a past message and perhaps even a bygone message. Everyone is free to believe in writings. When you read it aloud, these are words with a vibratory frequency that come out of your mouths, and leave either doubt or certainty hovering. Words that are repeated every day form belief and make the present, and above all, words spoken to the present mark their engravings in the moment. For example, what I say today may be true today, what I said yesterday may have been true for yesterday but false for today, and what I say tomorrow will be true for tomorrow and may have been false for today and yesterday. Hence the usefulness of saying it every day, reading it every day, reciting it and repeating it every day so that this word remains eternally in us. Thus, invariable works that are not destined to evolve with time are destined to tarnish and become obsolete in the present future. If things that were true yesterday are not necessarily true today, then where is the truth hidden? The truth is certainly not hidden in time, but rather in faith. He who has unshakable faith will always have the same convictions, and this during the eternity of his existence. Faith pushes us to believe in goods unlike despair which ends all beliefs. So continue to desire women you men, and continue to desire pearls of jewelry you women. And above all, continue to believe in your books which are only rags, signed pieces of paper. Learn your books by heart, memorize them so that you form only one in the tree. Do you believe in books or in God? Don't tell me that the book came down from God. Tell me instead that it was your fathers who bequeathed these books to you as a legacy. Do you believe in books or in your fathers? Undoubtedly in both, but you made the choice by devolved conscience to receive from your fathers without constraint. No one forced you to do it just as no one chose it for you. This is not a message to be taken at face value, it serves as a pointing out of the evidence. The evidence is that you recognize God by His handwritten works, and not by the work that is life and therefore your existence. God is not a book but God is in the book. Just as you are not God but God is in you. My questioning will only have a therapeutic purpose to test your faith, but your faith is your truth for those who truly want to believe in it. The Bible establishes religion and sect, where God only establishes belief in Him through your existence. You exist because God exists, and you believe in the Bible because it is the only message from God that you have. If speech associated with words and conjugated with verbs is enough to convince you, this is a sign but not a proof that God was first and foremost a logos as described in John 1.